Liberation. Сейчас находимся.
You may put your mind at ease, monsieur. The cargo will be delivered on time.
I dare say thanks are owed to Saint Nicolas.
Or perhaps a guardian angel, monsieur.
Ah, Aveline. I'm sure it is not your old father's company that draws you here. I will leave you both to your private business.
Aveline, the documents you found aboard the Rat Captain's ship. I recognize the name. Rafael Joaquin de Ferrer, a known enemy. I don't know what his business is here, but we can be sure it's more than a simple larceny.
How can I help?
One of Agate's servant contacts tells us that he will attend a social soiree at the governor's mansion this evening.
I'll have my best dress ready. Or my worst. Fear not, Gerald. I'll uncover his true purpose.
In the meantime, may I suggest that you, familiarize yourself with the governor's mansion? Perhaps discover a discreet way to enter?
Don't worry, Gerald. I will prepare well.
One more thing. There is a small house for sale near the governor's mansion. It would be ideal for a dressing chamber. If you wouldn't mind buying it.
Your wish is my command, Monsieur Blanc.
И куда? Сюда.
Aïe!
По пальцу себе стучит. Моя первая гардеробная. Надо вот это, да, пожалуй, значит. Пробраться в особняк. Ладно, пошли. Чем быстрее, тем лучше. Так, где? Черный брок.
Miss, stop that at once!
Погоди. Друг, а ты где?
Remember, we need these goods delivered to the south entrance just after sunset. Here, this will grant you access to the kitchen.
Oh! Garde!
Всё.
Au secours! J'ai été détroussé!
Ограбили. Так, что у нас здесь? Начать миссию. Нельзя. Коля, она сядет еще.
Get away!
Чего? А, вот в чем дело, она незаметна. Ну, если незаметно. А я-то хотел сделать по-громкому, а тут обязательно по-тихому надо. Да, ребят, вам показал, что там на крыше. Так, что у нас здесь? Надо переодеваться, видать. Нет. Так, куда идти? Наверх. Так, ты думал, ты не дошел. Наш тот самый последний кабинет, да? Получается. Да, он и есть.
With the Spanish under our spell, the company man will at last have the power to fulfill our true purpose. And if you provide us the labor, we'll ensure the errors of Santo Domingo are not repeated here.
I will do all I can to smooth the handover of the colony, and your mission will have all the workers it needs, provided you make good on your promise. Labor is in tight supply as it is, and I must remain in power as governor. Were our arrangement ever detected?
My, Governor. I fear the air of conspiracy has gone to your head. We'll make good on our promise, so long as your end of the bargain is kept.
Everything is under control. You can count on me.
Bueno. Then I shall await to indulge in your delightful soiree. Tonight, I drink to the death of the Brotherhood.
Ах ты! Не получилось. Было так все просто, блин. А не получилось. Так. Вот, мы зашли снова. Он побежал за охраной. Охранники пришли.
Ой!
Неужели ее? Они в угуле ее просто добили. Да. Ладно, еще разочек. Мы не можем стрелять, наверное, да? Мы не можем оружием пользоваться. Соли опять. Во.
Why? You would sacrifice the good of the colony to a Templar conspiracy, Gouverneur. I should ask you why.
The Order is the future. The Templars will keep our colony French.
The Templars will keep the colony Templar. Why does the Ferrer want workers? Tell me his plans and redeem yourself.
I know nothing of his plans. I was to send him slaves and vagrants. The ones most likely to rise up against...
Against those who would oppose oppression and claim the life that is owed them. Rest in peace, Gouverneur.
Le gouverneur est mort! Aux armes! Aux armes!
you went.
Все. Казалось, все так просто. Управляйтесь в Дельте.
Where did you get the knife?
Aïe! Vous êtes aveugle?
Aïe!
Так, объясню. Брат из Дельты. Во. Все. Часть первого пройдена, ничего себе. Быстренько. Заработаны очки Ubisoft. Болото Дельты.
My student. The hornet's nest grows. I retreat to safety, the better to observe and strike. I require your assistance. Use your gifts to follow my trail. May the lower guide you swiftly.
залезай. Ты будешь залезать или нет, в конце концов? Крокодилы плавают, она тут купаться решилась. Во. Все. Чего? Полная синхронизация, хорошая бал. А, королева болот. Ялка, я тебя вроде бы знаю.
Agate, you wrote of the enemy?
Yes. Deep in the bayou, a dangerous imposter spreads real roots. He calls himself François Macandal, my own mentor. The leader, the priest, the brother, to whose cause I devoted my life. He was put to death by fire. I failed to prevent it. Who is this imposter, and what are his affiliations? This you will need to uncover. But first, preparations. François Macandal was an expert in poisons. This blowpipe was his.
A fine weapon.
A single dart blown from a distance will fell a man. You may use this to your advantage, if you approach in stealth.
Так, нажмите R1. Ну, так, удержите. так что залезть. Десинхронизация. Надо как-то залезть на этот верх. Вопрос как? Нажмите R1. Выберите стрелы. Выбрали стрелы. Стрельните в любой из этих. Ну, есть. Теперь залезайте наверх. Казалось, вот так вот все просто. Так, нажмите F2. Голову стрелял без капли. Так, и теперь спускаться вниз, да? Спустились вниз. За 2 минуты выполнено. Отлично. Так, а где Агата? Привет, Агата, снова.
The false Macandal gathers followers. They attempt to overtake smuggling operations on the bayou. To finance what, I cannot say. There is a smuggler, a woman named Elise Lafleur. She knows every bog and tangle of the swamp. Perhaps she could be persuaded to help.
I'm sure I can motivate her.
Good. When you get to Macandal, use your darts to approach. But remember, you will need to complete your mission using more direct means.
Так, что надо сделать? Надо идти отсюда туда, да? Уходим отсюда. И в воду с крокодилом. Отлично выиграл. Крокодил-то не видно. А они где-то здесь. До поры до времени крокодилов пока не увидим. Опять в воду. Так, кто у нас здесь?
We offer 2 choices.
You give up the river?
Or we take the river.
Oh, you suffer before you die.
3 choices then.
You dare threaten me? You bracket-faced parasite, I've no more claim here than the dung beetles.
You'd best heed thee, lady. We have you outnumbered. Look around, old man. Your hired hands will flee at the first sign of trouble.
Aye, but the lady's temper alone could take on an army. And the swamp is no friend of yours.
А чё не так-то, ёлки-палки, сказано убить бандитов. Я убил бандитов. Надо этого пердуна шахуйки. Почти контроль.
Elle est rapide.
Ну ё-моё. С ума сошел. Все отлично. Чего опять? Чего опять-то случилось не так? Быстрее, быстрее наверх. Авелинка, давай. Ай. Вот тебе на, вот тебе и ай.
Are you?
A fine display of gratitude. I'm no enemy, if that's what you fear.
I fear nothing.
My name is Aveline. I seek the leader of these men. He calls himself François Macondal.
You seek him? To what end?
A final one.
Ah, then you are my kind of woman. Name's Roussillon. My partner in crime is Elise. Though, I've heard her called otherwise.
Will you help me find their base? No one knows these waters as you do. In return, I'll restore your control of this territory.
I've built... We've invested years of work in this camp. Why would we need your help?
4 reasons, right there.
Would you not prefer to move your wares freely?
If you think there's only one base, you really do need me. Those louts are spread out thin as swamp gas.
It's settled then. Elise will help you find the Blighters.
Так. Все здесь, все. Сейчас пошли. Отлично. Что тебе тут надо?
Did you bring a canoe? Or do you expect your gentle breeding to keep you from the alligators? Best take one of mine then. And learn to use it right quick. Smugglers. Such an ugly word. Even slavers are called merchants. Why can't my title be Queen of the Bog? Protector of Innocence. Paddling instructor. And champion of trade.
Too long to fit on a wanted poster. Tell me, when did your troubles with Maconda's men begin?
About the same time the Spanish governor arrived. Just a big old coincidence, I'm sure. This is as far as the water will take us.
Приехали, да? Блин, прикольно.
They set up their base around a wrecked ship that ran aground not far from here. The other base is a little further along. There.
I'll check out this base. You scout ahead.
Oui, oui, mon capitaine.
Oui, капитан.
Whoa!
Ух ты, ух ты. Ух ты. Ай. Все.
Glad I didn't put money on that fight. Would have lost. And barely a scratch on you. Now here's a pretty prize. An alligator egg. Take it. You've earned it.
Так, теперь что? Теперь мы идем сюда. Ладно, сюда я этого крокодила.
Aveline, a woman among reptiles.
Видишь, что
Takes
ты
one
делать
to know
будешь, да?
Why, that it does. Right then. If you don't run the bastard through right here, I'll meet you at the next base.
Так, куда? Убить, увы. Все. А, у них еще что-то есть. Ну-ка. Деньги есть. Ничего себе. Да вон там. Туда не попасть, да? Вопрос. Тогда как туда попасть? С той стороны там не попасть. Здесь тоже все закрыто. Просто очень хороший. Вопрос, как туда попасть-то реально, блин. Я вижу, где это дело, но... Где проход туда? Я не вижу прохода. А вот. Во. Залезла она. Неужели так вот что-то есть? Что-то собрала.
My faithful acolyte, the day of the sacred ceremony draws near. I am in want of nothing but more men to join our ranks. Gather the faithful and await my word.
Ага. Идем, брат. Правильно? Правильно, скорее всего. Сюда не пойдем, да? И тут. Болото, блин. Залезли. Так, где канал был? могу с ней делать. Решетка есть, я на ней не могу делать. Ладно, плывем так.
Still in one piece, I see. What did you find?
A letter from the coward Macandal. He's preparing a ceremony.
Voodoo?
Yes, but to what end?
Power? What other end is there? Show him you've got the spirits at your back. Especially the mean ones. And people do most anything you say. There's your real magic.
Пошли.
It's that way, well hidden in the trees. Wait, I recognize those men. They're escaped slaves, hired from Saint-Danger.
The shantytown?
Oui, though it barely deserves the name. A cramped, miserable place.
The men I saw at your camp, they were from Saint-Danger?
Oui, Roussillon wasn't too happy when I hired them, but he got used to the idea. Please, you can't hurt them.
It goes without saying.
Best of luck then. Go. I'll be at the office if you need me.
Так. Да, проследить не удалось.
Never mind then. So you want to compare us?
my faithful acolyte. Preparations are complete. Our ceremony will take place on the eve of St. John. Assemble my followers.
He has balls of steel. Et puis?
Where is Elise?
My company doesn't satisfy you? Oh, I am hurt. Pray, tell me what you found. I'm as good a confidant as the, lady, I swear.
It's not a confidant I need, but an informant. Macandal is holding a ceremony on St. John's Eve tonight, but I don't know where.
I know who can help, and you can help me in return. There's a witch doctor in Saint-Danger, the eyes and ears of the bayou. I sent Elise to him with supplies, but she forgot this. So hard to find honest criminal help these days. Give him this. With his trust, the secrets of the bayou will be yours.
Thank you.
By the by, come back when you are done. I have a job or two that could use a woman of your caliber. And some work as well. Huh?
Следующую вещь. Ну прыгай же.
Elise!
Aveline! Does Macondal still live?
He's holding a ceremony tonight. Venerable One, I bring supplies from Roussillon.
There is a dark influence over the people of Sandanji. If you can stop him, I will help. Yes. His shadow emanates from the shore of Lake Pontchartrain. He has a poison in his possession, from which you will not recover if stung. I will give you the antidote, but it will not stop the poison, only limit its damage. Time is short. You must take this now.
I've had worse, I think. Thank you. We'll strike tonight. I'll disguise myself as a slave, so that I'm invisible to Macondal's followers.
I'll be ready when you are. St. John won't know what hit him.
How long have you been working with Roussillon?
Years.
Is he your... well...
Oh, God, no. No, don't get me wrong. I'd pluck my eye out for him. But I wouldn't bet the lech if he were the last man in Nouvelle-France.
How do you know him?
Tous... Roussillon saved my life once, long ago. I figured I owed him, so I helped him expand his business. The old devil showed me a few tricks too. Taught me his trade, if you will. Of course, I do all the work. Well, here it is. The realm of the dead. Homely, ain't it?
If you make good on your word.
Fear not, Signor. I was trained by...
I know only too well who your master was, Baptiste. Just remember where your loyalties lie.
I shall not fail you.
See that you don't.
My faithful acolytes, stand ready. The time of our ritual is now.
I'll approach from the far side and create a distraction. Wait for it before you move.
Oui, oui, mon capitaine.
Так, нам сюда.
Ah, your blowpipe. A beautiful weapon. One of the finest I ever made. I remember the day that coward Agate stole it. Fitting he should remain too spineless to face me. But I have captured his pawn. Now he will be forced from hiding.
How do you know Agate?
So he is here, as I suspected. Agate was my disciple once, if not for that thieving woman.
Who are you really? The true Macandal burned at the stake.
I see. You know your history. Very well. Francois Macandal was my mentor, and an assassin, but he failed. She betrayed us, and he died. I won't make that mistake before I carry out his life's destiny. The poison fails? Swift, precise. My treacherous brother has trained her well, but she will not interfere with our plans.
Ух ты. Всё.
Ah, your blowpipe. A beautiful weapon. One of the finest I ever made. I remember the day that coward Agate stole it. Fitting he should remain too spineless to face me. But I have captured his pawn. Now he will be forced from hiding.
How do you know Agate?
So he is here, as I suspected. Agate was my disciple once, if not for that thieving woman.
Who are you really? The true Macandal burned at the stake.
I see. You know your history. Very well. Francois Macandal was my mentor, and an assassin, but he failed. She betrayed us, and he died. I won't make that mistake before I carry out his life's destiny. The poison fails?
Ага, все пошло.
Swift, precise. My treacherous brother has trained her well, but she will not interfere with our plans. of you myself. The ceremony will go on. You cannot stop it. When I am done with you, I will destroy your mentor. By your hand, Agate betrays me one final time. Look at you where I know it well. The first time Agate betrayed me, it was for the woman, the thief. She wore one just like it.
Who was she? What was her name? What was her name?
Say what you will.
Here is something they did not want you to know.
Isn't any worse than the Superior Council. In any case.
Here is my special erudito cut.
The nobles of New Orleans shall perish by poison, and the slaves shall be avenged. My mentor's work will be complete.
And control of the river will fall to those who know what to do with it.
Then I will be inducted into the Templar Order.
As agreed, if you make good on your word.
Fear not, Signor. I was trained by...
I know only too well who your master was, Baptiste. Just remember where your loyalties lie.
I shall not fail you.
See that you don't.
My faithful acolytes, stand ready. The time of our ritual is now.
Опять заново, что ли? Полная синхронизация обучения.
Est-elle donc folle?
Так, куда там бежать-то, ё-моё. Думаю, это крокодил, бревно. Тоже не залез. О, да ты шутишь, что ли? Залезть не надо. Что делать? Я уже у точки не могу ничего сделать. Да ты шутишь, что ли? Залезть не надо. Ну и тут не залезть. А что делать? Как быть? И тут не залезть, и там не залезть. А вот.
Agate, I have done as you asked. The impostor is dead. He was working with De Ferrer.
What else have you learned?
Only that he would have forced you out of hiding.
Let us be thankful it did not come to that. If it had, our brotherhood... Well, let us not dwell. You have destroyed the hornet's nest in the bayou. At least for now. De Ferrer will have his day.
О! Приз получше, часть 2 пройдена.
demande d'où elle sort tout son argent.
Heureusement pour vous, je suis un honnête homme.
Пока сегодня. Все. Всем счастливо, удачи и пока.